Stephen A. Smith, First Take, Big Perk, all together, came on today and gave huge compliments towards Caitlin Clark, huge praise. And not only there, they were on Twitter as well, giving love to Caitlin Clark, and people seem to not like it, man.
Stephen A. Smith just lost his mind on national television. And for once, it wasn't about the Cowboys, LeBron James, or his eternal frustration with the Knicks. No, this time, Stephen A. turned his full-throttle fury toward a new battleground, the WNBA. More specifically, the MVP conversation. And sitting dead center in the eye of the hurricane, Caitlin Clark. Yeah, you heard that right. The loudest, most polarizing, most explosive voice in sports didn't just mention Caitlin Clark. He didn't just nod in her direction. He went all in. Stephen A. Smith stood on the mountaintop of ESPN and declared, with the full power of his booming vocal cords, that Caitlin Clark isn't just a contender. She is the MVP. Not someday. Not eventually. Not give her time. Right now. And when Stephen A. goes all in, it's not subtle. It's never subtle. We're talking finger wagging, voice cracking, sweat beading on the forehead, levels of intensity. You could feel the studio lights trembling. The man practically melted the makeup off his own face. This wasn't a segment. It was a sermon. A Broadway soliloquy wrapped in a hot take. Wrapped in a Red Bull fuel explosion of conviction. And the message? Crystal clear. Caitlin Clark is not just a star. She's a star. She's the MVP. Period. Let's rewind the tape for a second. Last season, her rookie campaign, mind you, Caitlin Clark came into the WNBA with all the weight in the world on her shoulders. Hype? Off the charts. Expectations? Sky high. Doubters? Oh, there were plenty waiting for her to stumble. Instead, she delivered. She finished fourth in MVP voting as a rookie, something virtually unheard of in any professional league. She was a unanimous Rookie of the Year. She made the All-WNBA first team. She started all 40 games. And this was just 2 months after leading the Iowa Hawkeyes to the NCAA championship game in front of record-breaking TV audiences. That's not a rookie season. That's a revolution. And now in year 2, she's back. Stronger, sharper, smarter, faster, even more dangerous. She's pulling up from 30 feet, like she's shooting free throws. She's breaking ankles with crossovers so vicious they should come with a warning label. She's dropping dimes with no-look precision like she's in the Matrix. And she's doing it all with a level of confidence that makes defenders rethink their entire career. Stephen A. compared her to Steph Curry, and honestly, it's not just a headline grab. She's the Steph Curry of women's basketball. The range, the handles, the magnetism, the transformation of the entire ecosystem around her. She's not just playing the game, she's remixing it. Caitlin Clark isn't just an athlete. She's a phenomenon, a 5-alarm fire you can't ignore, a walking sold-out arena, a marketing goldmine, a cultural tidal wave. And now, she's entered the Stephen A. Smith obsession zone. It was only a matter of time. The moment she hit her first logo 3 in college, the seeds were planted. From Iowa to Indiana, she's been on a collision course with sports media royalty. Now that moment is here, the biggest voice in sports going DEFCON 1 for her greatness. And that changes everything. Just before the Fever's latest nationally televised game, the ESPN pre-game panel, Monica McNutt, Chani Agumike, and Andrea Carter revealed a jaw-dropping stat. Caitlin Clark had the best MVP odds in the entire league. This isn't media fluff anymore. This is cold, hard data. This is Vegas putting its money where its mouth is. This is sportsbooks adjusting their models because Clark is that influential, that dominant. And the analytics community, they're in full meltdown mode. She's leading or near the top in every major statistical category. Points, assists, steals, minutes, three-point makes, plus minus. She's not just keeping up with league veterans like Io Wilson or Breanna Stewart. She's outpacing them in several categories. And here's the kicker. She's doing it while facing double teams every night. But even those numbers don't capture her full impact, Because you can't quantify the electricity she brings to an arena. You can't plug box office appeal into an Excel sheet. And that's where Stephen A. comes in. He's not just spouting off hot takes. He's saying what thousands of fans and even players and coaches are thinking but afraid to say out loud. Caitlin Clark is the MVP, and it's not even close. He wasn't whispering it. He was detonating it. And say what you want about Stephen Yes style. The man only loses his voice over icons. Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Serena, Brady, Steph, and now Caitlin Clark. She's earned her place in that pantheon of passionate praise. When he talks hoops, it's not a debate, it's an audio earthquake. But this time, the epicenter was in New York or LA, because Caitlin Clark has turned Gainbridge Fieldhouse into Madison Square Garden every single night. Let's talk MVP in its truest sense. Most valuable player. That doesn't just mean the most talented. It means a player who shifts the axis of the league, who forces teams to adjust game plans, who drags a struggling franchise into relevance, who changes the entire ecosystem around her. That's Caitlin Clark. She's redefining what's possible in women's sports. She's smashing barriers, rewriting narratives, and silencing decades of media apathy. And here's the wildest part. She's only 22 years old. Let that sink in. 22. Most second-year pros are still learning how to rotate on defense. Caitlin is out here controlling the pace, running the offense, dropping dimes, hitting logo threes, calling her own number, and still finding time to sign autographs and warm-ups. She doesn't wait for opportunities. She takes them. She creates them. And if you're still in this she hasn't earned it yet camp, let's have a real talk. Who made the WNBA finally deliver on charter flights after 22 years of excuses? Who took the Indiana Fever, the bottom feeders of the league, and turned them into must-watch TV? Who made every road trip feel like the All-Star game? Caitlin Clark. She didn't just break into the league. She broke the league open. She's not riding hype. She is the hype. She's not going viral. She is the viral moment. Opposing defenders? Praying they don't end up on House of Highlights. Opposing GMs? Wondering how they let this generational unicorn slip by. League execs? Smiling while swimming in record-breaking revenue. Caitlin Clark is a tide that lifts all boats, and Stephen A. knows it. He's not a new passenger on the Clark train. He's been there since her Iowa days, watching her drag a college program into national relevance, primetime TV slots, and sold-out Final Fours. Say what you want about Stephen A.'s volume, but he saves the shouting for legends, and he just called Clark. That's not an exaggeration. That's not a hot take. That's a recognition of a moment in time. Because what Caitlin Clark is doing is not just special. The MVP field is stacked, no doubt. Aya Wilson, Breanna Stewart, Nafisa Collier, all deserving, all dominant, all future Hall of Famers. But what Caitlin is doing right now, she's changing the league and the culture. And if that's not what most valuable means, then maybe we need to rewrite the definition. So when Stephen A. Smith lit up ESPN with his fire-breathing MVP rant, he didn't just spark a conversation. Scoring like a superstar, passing like a wizard, defending with tenacity, leading with composure, inspiring a new generation, filling every seat in the house, and dragging an entire league into a new era of visibility, relevance, and respect. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates.